This week, the Federal Reserve releases the minutes from its most recent meeting, and reports suggest they will reveal what is being described as a family fight over interest rates inside the world's most powerful financial institution. Today, I am explaining what this internal disagreement is about and why it matters enormously for your financial decisions. What the Fed meeting minutes are. After every Federal Reserve meeting, the Fed eventually releases detailed minutes, a record of what was actually discussed, what disagreements existed, and how members were thinking about the economy. These minutes move markets because they reveal the internal deliberations behind the decisions that affect every interest rate on Earth, the fight that is reportedly happening inside the Fed. On one side, members who want to cut rates soon because the labor market is weakening. Remember that 57,000 jobs number from June, well below the 118,000 expected. Weak employment typically argues for lower rates to stimulate the economy. On the other side, members who want to hold rates high because inflation at 3.8% is still nearly double the 2% target. Cutting rates with inflation this elevated risks reigniting the very inflation problem that caused so much financial pain since 2021. New Fed Chair Kevin Warsh has publicly said inflation risks have eased substantially, but he has also been clear that price stability comes first. The minutes will reveal how much disagreement exists beneath that public position and which direction the internal debate is leaning. Why this internal fight matters to you personally. If the rate cut camp wins the argument, mortgage rates fall, variable debt becomes cheaper, growth stocks benefit, and the economy gets a stimulus boost. If the hold camp wins, rates stay elevated, mortgages remain expensive, savings accounts keep paying 4 to 5%, and the economic slowdown deepens before any relief arrives. The timing question is genuinely uncertain. At the start of 2026, markets expected multiple rate cuts across the year. That expectation has been almost entirely unwound. A September cut is now being discussed as the earliest realistic possibility, and even that is conditional on inflation continuing to fall and employment not deteriorating further. What you should do while the Fed fights internally. The answer is boring and consistent as always. Capture high-yield savings rates while they last. Keep long-term money in diversified index funds. Avoid new high-interest debt. Ensure your emergency fund is adequate for a potential economic slowdown. The Fed will eventually cut rates. Whether that is September 2026 or early 2027 changes the timing of your financial environment, but not the fundamental strategy for navigating it.